They're coming to see the sunrise, and they have to be the sunrise for each other now. So calm. Lots of rain last night. It's very wet here. Thanks be to God, we need the rain. It's been a very low level of rain this winter so far. %, cloud. Very low cloud. The Golan is not visible. Jordan is not visible. That hill in Syria is not visible. Mount Hermon is out of sight. The hills bordering Lebanon are out of sight. But you are there. You are there with your family. They're on the pilgrimage. Here comes a sister. How many years of service? Good morning, how are you doing? Good morning, sister. Sister. Happy birthday. When there's no sunrise,
yes,
we have to be the sunrise for each other, like your smile.
Oh,
And today is sister's birthday, 145? No. They're praying.
where are you from in Ireland?
Did they sing happy birthday for her this morning? We have to do that.
Oh,
Father David, sister's birthday this morning.
we told her the sunrise was for her.
And where's the sunrise, Father? It's on her face. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, there's go because you're going to go straight in, and you can wait for the circus if you want. To you. So this is the provincial of the TOR Franciscans from the United States, and Father John, right?
Father John.
Joe.
Yeah.
Father Joe. Sorry, I got some of the letters right. G-O. Joe. And where are you from, Father Joe?
I'm currently living in Pennsylvania.
In Pennsylvania.
Loretto, Pennsylvania.
Loretto, Pennsylvania.
This is our headquarters of which is where our mother house is.
Yes. And this is a Steubenville pilgrimage, Steubenville University.
That's correct. Most of the people here are somehow affiliated with the university.
Uh-huh.
And
Fantastic. It's wonderful. Yes, exactly. There's Father David leading the prayer. And where's the sister from? Is she also Franciscan?
She is a Port Clare, contemplative.
Port Clare,
sister.
wow. So that they don't get out of their convent very often.
You're correct. I forget now where she's from.
I had a cousin, I should have told her. Oh, there she is. Sister, I have a cousin of my father who just turned 100 on the 4th of January.
oh my goodness.
Yes. Yeah. And actually the oldest person in the diocese back home is 106. Yeah. Bishop Fenton just published a photograph she was published, I think, with Bishop Fenton a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, wonderful.
So, I imagine sister is one of the younger ones here.
I think I'm the oldest father. 83 today.
God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. We have somebody here who beats you to that, Father Alonso.
Yes?
Yes,
Oh, good.
yes.
Father, where are you from in Ireland?
I'm actually from heaven.
I know that.
My grandparents are from Kilrush.
That's my county, County Clare. Yeah, west coast of Ireland.
Ours is Mayo.
Mayo, God help
We
us.
still have our cottage stands.
Oh, you do? Your cottage is still there.
Grandfather.
And you're a Port Clare. Could you,
Yes,
could you,
Extern sister.
extern sister, so could you tell us what are the Port Clares?
Pardon me?
Could you tell the people, we're on live stream. Could you tell the people what are Port Clares?
We're the second order of St. Clare of Assisi, founded by St. Francis of Assisi in 1212. And I take care of all the external business of our monastery in Cleveland, Ohio.
God bless you.
And when I entered, there were 45 cloistered sisters and 10 extern sisters.
Wow.
Now we're down to 10 altogether.
Okay, so you have a lot more to do.
Yes, yes. We invite all the young ladies that want to give themselves totally to the Lord to come and see.
Fantastic. Come and see. That's the word Jesus said. We were reading about it the last couple of days in the Gospel. To come and see.
Yes.
Exactly.
Father, thank you so much.
God bless you. I'll let you go off because you're going to have Mass now.
Yes.
God bless you, sister. Thank you for coming to Magdala. And happy birthday.
Thank you.
More of the pilgrims here from the Steubenville group. Magandang umagarin. Kumusta ka? And these are the two musicians. This is the live stream. So I put you on live stream this morning. So I have to give you the link after Mass at breakfast time. Yeah. So where are you from, ladies?
We are from Steubenville, Ohio.
Are you students there?
Graduate. I work
Graduates. You work there. And how long are you playing music?
18 years.
Wow.
Yeah, all our lives, pretty much.
You're all your lives playing music.
Yeah.
Very good. And what do you have to say to everybody here around the world here on this live stream about the Holy Land?
The Lord loves you. Jesus is real. Yeah. This is it.
This is your first time in the Holy Land?
This is it. This is my first time.
And what's your take from the Holy Land experience?
It's so beautiful. Yeah. God just has so much more than enough. He's so much more than enough.
That's a great line. And today we have the wedding feast of Cana in the normal liturgy. I'm not sure which one you'll be having.
I think we're using those readings. I'm so excited.
Okay, excellent. Very good. Excellent. Well, God bless you, ladies.
Thank you. God bless you.
So that's the gospel we have today, the wedding feast of Cana. You know what struck me about that passage now, this morning, was, first of all, the question is, why is that gospel passage put there right now? Well, it's following a little logic of the readings we had last week, because we were at the end of John's Gospel, the end of chapter 1 of John's Gospel. Chapter 1 of John's Gospel is the Word is made flesh and dwelt among us. And then we have the call of the first disciples. And chapter 2 is the wedding feast at Cana. And actually that chapter goes on to, after a visit in Capernaum, goes on to Jerusalem and the cleansing of the temple. But the wedding feast of Cana is very symbolically placed by John in the beginning of Jesus' public ministry as the first sign of that he worked. And in John's Gospel, the signs are signs. They're signposts. They point you to something. They point out something. And the biblical imagery is very much tied around marriage. Adam and Eve, right up to the wedding feast of the Lamb. So wedding marriage is a very eloquent expression of God's plan for humanity. That joy of togetherness, of love, of creativity, of new life, new family, new beginning, that bond, the expression of love revealed in the Trinity. And there we have that word revealed. And so today that word comes up as well because the disciples saw his glory. He was revealed to them. But actually what struck me was, who got the first revelation in today's story, in the story of Cana? If you look at it closely, you'll see it is not the two spouses and the most important people at the wedding, probably, right? The spouses, the ones that are getting married. Jesus was there, pretty important, you know. Mary, his disciples. And then you have all the people organizing the wedding, the top people, the manager, the company providing all the catering and all the rest of it, you know, who was organizing that. Not a company organizing catering. There were the neighbors, the friends, the family, you know. But who was the first one to realize what happened? It was the minimum wage people, the servants, the ones that were at the end of the line, the temporary workers, because they were closest to the action and they saw his glory. because they were the ones who put the water into the jars. They were the ones who drew the water out of the jars. Isn't that interesting? The people down in the nitty-gritty of life, those are the people who see his glory. Look at this bird up here, almost standing still, not standing still, vibrating tremendously to hold that position straight above the water before it dive to catch a fish. So it's amazing how God's kingdom bursts forth in front of their eyes, a revelation. And why is that celebrated? Well, we have three big revelations that are celebrated together, and it's the Epiphany. And that was yesterday's feast, the wise men coming, and Jesus was revealed to the nations. They were representing the nations. And then we have the wedding feast at Cana, and Jesus is revealed there to his disciples. And the third one is, or that could be the third one, and the other one is the baptism in the Jordan. And there Jesus is revealed because the Father speaks from heaven through the clouds, and John the Baptist recognizes Jesus. Jesus revealed it to his people, to the prophet who prepared the way for him. And it's all about this revelation, the gift of revelation. And sometimes to the most unexpected people. You know, why did God choose Abraham? Why did he choose David, the smallest of his family, the youngest, the little shepherd boy outside? He wasn't sitting at the city gates with his dad. He was the one running after the sheep. And the bigger brothers were in there probably growing in importance at the city gates. The smallest ones, the most abandoned, the most unnoticed, the most neglected, the minimum wage earners who are probably doing 2 or 3 jobs to make a living. Kingdom of God is happening for them. It's happening among them. They're preparing the sunrise of the wedding for the whole family. They're getting everything together. They're cooking, they're cleaning pots, they're cutting the vegetables, they're making the sauces, they're warming up the food, preparing the drinks. And they're the ones who see the miracle. The people lost in darkness have seen a great light. So then that means that if we have sensation that sometimes we're not important, that nobody takes us into account, that we're at the end of the line, that we've never been chosen to do something important, no matter how many degrees we have or how much things we did, or no matter how we never got a chance to do anything. And therefore, that's where the kingdom of God breaks through. But it takes then the humility and the simplicity. And sometimes people who get big gifts then waste them. So there's the response to revelation. We receive those big gifts. The response to revelation. The response to a God who reveals his love. And that's the great invitation. That's the great invitation. The response to God who reveals his love. The great invitation of life. The gift of life. You know, that opening letter of John chapter 5 today, it's in the middle of chapter 5, first letter of John, the opening of the text. We have this confidence in God. Beloved, we have this confidence in God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. according to his will. He hears us. We know that what we have asked him for is ours. Not a ripple on the water, hardly. We know that what we have asked him for is ours. Isn't it amazing how the Sea of Galilee changes from day to day? The Lord takes delight in his people. That's our psalm for today. That's why there was the miracle in Cana. That's why God chose Abraham. That's why God brought his people out of slavery. The Lord takes delight in his people. God bless you here from the Sea of Galilee this morning. See you later, alligators. Remember, no sunrise. That means you're going to be the sunrise for your family today, for a friend, for a neighbor, for somebody out there in the street, at the supermarket, whatever.